Hello, this is Amanda Ray, the intuitive healer and psychic reader from theamandaray.com, and I am here today to do a pick a card reading for September 20th to the 26th. I'm just looking at my calendar. I have 3 piles here for you, but before I get into that, I don't edit my videos, so anything that pops up is 100% in there. So sometimes it's a little funny. That's okay. I channel from all of the places. So sometimes there's a variety of different messages that will come through, but this is what's happening for you in September from the 20th to the 26th. So I'm going to show you the piles here. Oh, before I show you the piles. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I sure would appreciate it if you did. I post lots of spiritual related videos like this pick a card here. So if you like that kind of stuff, please subscribe. I'd love to see you again. So here are your piles. We have pile number 1 with petrified wood. Pile number 2 with quartz. Pile number 3 with labradorite, blue shiny. So before you choose your pile, just take a moment, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and really connect with your heart and soul. Once you've done that, you may need to pause the video, just take your time, then select your pile. Now the pile you pick after your deep breaths might be different than the pile you picked before. So trust that the one after the deep breaths is the one you need. You are welcome to choose more than one pile and watch readings from more than one, because sometimes there's messages in multiple piles for you. So don't be afraid to pick more than one if they're calling out to you. So again, if you need more time, pause. If you don't, here we go. Pile number 1 with the petrified wood. I'm just going to slide these 2 piles up out of the way a little bit. So pile number 1 with the petrified wood, I'm feeling the intense need to ground, spend time in nature, spend time with trees, very earthy energy. So like staying home, enjoying the comfort of your own company, drinking teas, listening to meditations, really hydrating yourself. Really like a tree, it drinks a lot of water. So a little bit of reclusing happening here for pile number 1. So we're going to flip over all the cards and just kind of see what's happening, and I'll channel some messages at the end. We have the love card. So I'm really feeling like, sorry, I just want to have that in the video too. So the love card, I'm feeling like there's a lot of self-love that needs to happen. New perspective, this needing to come home, you need to pause all of your things and just go home, reflect on things. Why are you upset? Why are you happy? Whatever is happening, because you need to look at things from a new perspective when you've disconnected from the emotional outcomes. Soulmates, you could be having some issues at home. I'm just going to call it like I see it, saying go home, meditate, increase the love. I'm in this heart, there's, different layers you can see. And in the soulmates card, it's the same pattern repeated, those different layers, and even in the males card too. But you need to go a little bit deeper at home. If you're in a relationship, show up properly in this relationship, because there's this, you're not quite connecting even though there is a strong connection. So they need to shift some things there. The dynamics need to shift. Sign from above, guardian angel, mother, and Mother Mary. Again, another soulmate card like that, mothering, that coming home. Lots of home stuff this week, pile 1. Faith and guardian angel. I don't know what's happening in your relationship, pile 1, and there's going to be different messages for different people here, but there's some turbulence happening in your love life. Whether you want it and don't have it, or have it, don't want it, or some kind of mixture of some love life problems, because they're saying that step in faith, take the signs, but from a new perspective. So you've been pretty heated. Lots of stuff is kind of coming up, hashing out, and it's time to slow down, come back home. There's still a lot of love and connection at home, but there's been a lot of turbulence for you lately, Nipawin. There could be a lot of fighting. I feel a lot of stuff coming up. The wheel of life. You're shifting seasons. There's something that shifted within your relationship that isn't allowing you to keep operating the way you guys were. Now, if you are single, this will be the relationship with yourself. Okay? So you can't keep treating yourself the way you have been. You can't keep showing up treating your significant other the way you have. Some dynamic like that. Meditation. Oh, sorry. On the wheel of life, there's a quote too. I'll read that. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. The next card here is meditation. I meditate daily to allow universal wisdom to flow through me. So again, meditation, coming home, reflecting, new perspective. There's some stuff you have to shake loose, Nipawin. There's a lot of emotional stuff happening for you, and it's not all about you and your perspective. There's a whole nother counterpart in this conversation, and that's something you haven't been considering as much as you should. Sacral chakra. I feel comfortable in my own body and I'm sensitive to other people's feelings. Again, and sacral chakra is all about relationships, right? So, Nipawin, this week, you really got to get honest with yourself. If you're walking around being real angry about stuff in your relationship, if you're in a relationship, and you're pulling yourself away, and you keep pulling yourself away, even though you feel love, you can't manipulate this other person like this. Because part of it is, I want my way. A little bit of selfish, coming up here. It's time to switch roles. If you've been the one that's been neglected for a long time, it's time to, okay, now your needs are getting put first and theirs are coming second. Or however the dynamics works, there needs to be a flip, a total change, the change in the seasons, a new perspective. All of this needs to really unfold, because Nipawin, you can't keep going on like this. It's not healthy, the way things have been going. You have to make this shift and look at things from other people's perspective. How is this other person feeling in this situation? Think about how you're acting and how you're showing up for them, and how would they feel? How would you feel if you're being treated that same way? So you have to be real with yourself and really get outside of your own head, because there's a lot of crap that you've been holding on to, and just you might have kids, and that might make it difficult for you because you feel like you're constantly sacrificing yourself and you don't get a chance for this relationship. Okay? Okay, so my guides are bringing forward a ritual that I like to use in my healing work with clients. So I'm going to share that with you right now. What you're going to do is a self-love ritual. It's really like working up some things that are making you feel disconnected from loving yourself and feeling love in your life. So you are going to buy yourself 3 roses. One will be red, one will be pink, and one will be white. And you will bring them home in a vase. And on day 1, you will bathe with the red rose petals. You will pick all of the petals off and put them in the bath, and just allow yourself to sit in the water and play with the rose petals, feel them, and allow yourself to just really connect with that energy, the essence of that flower. If you have rose quartz crystal or quartz crystal, bonus, add that in too. Epsom salts never hurt anybody, and neither did a little bit of baking soda. Okay. Day 2, you're going to do the pink. And day 3, again, the same thing with the white. And this is just going deeper, that passion and that kindness and that purity, you know, going through different levels with that same essence, just to really shake loose some of the things that have been harping on you. If you have a good quality essential oil that you're comfortable using on your skin, bergamot and geranium are the two oils that are calling out to you. If you don't know much about essential oils and want more information, reach out. I'm not going to get into it in this, but I know a lot about essential oils, so I'd be happy to help guide you and answer questions about that too, okay? That is what I get for Pal when it's time to make the shift, okay? And soften things. Don't be so rigid. All right. I would love it if you commented below, if you related, if you had something to say. I try to comment back to most of my comments. So thank you for joining me. Pal 2 with the quartz. Message from the quartz. Pal 2. Whoa. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders. There's so much. It's like you're splitting at the seams is what's coming to mind. There's so much information. I'm getting kind of lost in this crystal. Like I'm looking at it and I'm getting lost in the depths of it and the different characteristics and the lines that are present. So you might be a little bit lofty lately, Pal 2. A little bit of spiritual stuff happening, lots of meditation. Maybe you've been hanging out in your higher chakras, but like there's just so much texture in this crystal, and I'm just getting lost in the beauty of the imperfections. So, So if you've been trying to be perfect in some area of your life, or maybe all of them, it's time to celebrate your imperfections. You know, you can't go on being perfect. It's just not possible. Like, we're human. Like, humans aren't perfect. And it's totally cool that we're not, because perfect is kind of boring. So, I'm going to flip the cards and see what's up. We have the future card showing up in the past position. That's funny. Solar plexus chakra. If you're not familiar with chakras are a fancy word for our emotional well-being. Solar plexus is the one that sits right over our stomach, and it's all about our emotions and our self-confidence and how we operate. And we have another chakra, third eye. So again, those higher chakras. Third eye is, you know, right on our third eye, like right in between our eyebrows, like right here. And it's responsible for intuition and our ability to communicate with our guides, you know, to give and receive messages there. So, okay, first I want to address the future coming up in like kind of the past position, but we still have 3 orbs. This is a quartz crystal on the stand. Okay, so I'm just going to call it like I see it. There's things that happened in your past that are being forced to be dealt with in the future. So either it's unresolved, or you need to revisit this and heal something, or it might be a reoccurring theme, you know, different messages for different people listening here. But you can't hide from your past, Pal 2. It's just, it can't happen. There's a lot of emotional healing to do. Lots of emotions, you know, that I should have trusted my intuition. I should have trusted it. And you tend to hang out in your higher chakras, trying to get that next high, trying to kind of avoid some of the situations, avoid some of the harder lower chakra feelings that can come up. And you're going to have to face that music, Pal 2. Like, there's just some deep healing work that needs to happen here. Okay? So, this week, you might find You're a little bit emotional, a little bit dizzy, vertigo, detoxing. You might get like pimples or like other rashes, things like that, as your body's letting go of toxins, because you are releasing some stuff, and you might have something from the past show up, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something you thought you dealt with. You might find something, but there's definitely like a hitting the heartstrings moment here coming up this week. Generosity. Generosity is coming up over the future card. You know, I feel like this is someone from your past showing up, trying to pull the same shit. And not that you need to say yes or accept them back or whatever is going on for you, but be kind, forgive, give them more kindness than you received. All right. Sweetness. Standing in your power. You know, that self-confidence, it's going to feel really good. You know, channeling that inner lion, you know, like that Leo energy. I'm really feeling there's that need to stand strong for you this week. And you will be rewarded with these opportunities to increase your intuition. You know, there's lots of stuff happening for you. You get lots of messages, but you're constantly doubting yourself. You actually have a really good intuition, pal, too. You feel these things, but you find it difficult to trust and act on them. So just keep practicing on some of the smaller things. You know, the more you practice on the small stuff, it's easier to follow the messages on the bigger stuff, right? So I'm just feeling like really overwhelmed right now. Like just this overwhelming love and appreciation for someone in your life. Like someone's going to step up for you and reward you following your intuition. Like I just feel this, just such a blessed feeling, and this wanting to just like cuddle and just like hold someone tight. Like there's just like an immense gratitude happening for you this week, pal, too. The earth elemental. There's a little quote, so I'll read that for you as well. I gratefully accept the abundance the earth bestows upon me. Spirit awakens. I embrace my soul purpose and align all aspects of my life to it fully. The heart chakra. Again, 3 chakras showing up for you through 2 different decks here. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. You know, I just got that overwhelming sense of gratitude, and it's showing up right over the card that I was reading. You know, they're your heart and your intuition. Like, follow your heart. Like, it is leading you in the right place, pal, too. You know, the spirit awakens. I feel like there's a new beginning happening. You're showing up more grounded. Like even this generosity card and this earth elemental both kind of mimic those trees, that rooted familiar feeling, that revisiting something. So some of you may have something positive coming from your past. Some of you may have something you need to pass, give the past to, you know. So take that time. How to if you're into crystals and you have green aventurine, that would be a stone to carry with you this week. I'm just really feeling it's going to help you connect with your heart more as you're moving through this, because it's like you're able to release a huge burden this week, like a huge burden. Like either you're willing to say something to someone from the past that you haven't had that chance, or you know, something that you've been, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? All of a sudden it's just going to be like, boom, here you go. That's how you do it. And you're like, oh my God, just this release, like a huge, like a big sigh, like just a letting go, and allow it, you know, accept that into your life, allow yourself to receive that, because you tend to like resist a little bit. And there's a little bit of I need to do things the hard way running in you, Patu, here. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can flow with grace and ease through this whole week. You know, there's a lot of stuff happening, but it doesn't have to take you off balance, you know, and it's perfectly okay to take a moment. You know, if you're like, well, you're coming at me with a lot of stuff here, I just need to take a moment, take some deep breaths, ground myself, and then come back with a decision, or then come back to this topic. So don't be afraid, pal, to pause. Just take a pause. Okay, that's what I have for you, pal 2. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, I would love it if you subscribed, commented, gave a thumbs up, all of that jazz. And I hope to see you again soon. Pile number 3 with this beautiful labradorite. You see that blue flash? It's one of my favorite stones. So, messages I'm getting from this. There's a need for shielding for you, pile 3. Whoa. This week you have like something coming at you sideways. Like, I feel lots of nervous, lots of whoa, back it up, like just clearing energy. So, let's see, pile 3. Ooh. If you have a labradorite stone, pile 3, and you're into crystals, use it this week. Carry it with you. It's going to provide you with that protection. Like, there's something, like, even if you're into angels, Archangel Michael is going to show up for you. You need to just like really allow this help, this spiritual help, because you've got some real heavy negative stuff coming at you from someone, and it's not your fault. It's just it's heavy. You feel energy, so you're going to feel this, whatever's happening here. Fire, you know, you could be a fire sign, you know, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Someone else could be a fire sign, or you could need to bring more fire. You know, I'm hearing, so what are they showing? They're showing me literally like a teepee and like a home fire is what they're saying. A home fire. So they're showing me literally a teepee, and the home fire needs to be strong. So I'm not sure, it feels like a very cultural thing, a traditional thing. The home fire needs to be strong. So protect it. You know, the protection's coming up as well. Pile 3. The book. There's some kind of spiritual teaching, tradition, something like that is going to help you with this home fire. I don't know why that's coming up so strong. Like, it's the home fire. Like, someone, the home fire, the home fire, the home fire. There's some kind of traditional thing for someone listening to this pile that is talking about the home fire. It feels very like Native American, like teepee, like just like super old tradition, right? Like something that's been passed down, something keeping the home fire healthy. But there's books like, I would call it a grimoire, like something, a collection of teachings that doesn't have like a rhyme or reason. It's just like this collection of teachings, not like structured like a Bible, but like a textbook almost, like something very like passed down knowledge kind of thing coming up for you this week. So if you have that, you should be looking into that, reading it. Don't burn it, you know, side by side. The universe. So there is a whole lot of energy coming at you this week, pile 3. I'm just feeling like, whoa. When in doubt, choose the home. You know, this week, if you're feeling like torn about stuff, choose home. Whatever's coming up for you this week. Healing. Again, you know, there's the sacred geometry behind that chalice there. Okay, so they're showing me some kind of ritual where you have a cup and you fill it with water and you put a stone in it. And it looks kind of like a rose quartz to me, but it could be something different. It just has that feeling, very loving, very nurturing, soft, smooth feel. And you place this chalice out in the moonlight for 3 nights. but it has to be shielded from the sunlight. So this is like healing the shadow self kind of thing. And after that third night, just before dawn, you drink this water, and it helps you wash away all of the things you've been harboring, hiding, whatever. So I'm not sure if you're already aware of this ritual, or if that's something you need to maybe rewind and like write some notes on. But yeah, there's some internal healing, cleansing that needs to happen. Pile 3, learning experience. You know, for this to come up right under the book, and I'm saying this is like a text, a learning, there's some kind of teachings that you need to be learning about, and, you know, in conjunction with this spiritual protection coming up. So I don't know if you need it for like right now, like right now, or if that's something preparing you for the future of things you will need. But take this warning. This is feeling very important to place time to study this, whatever this is. Pause. You know, I see this lady, and it looks like she's supposed to be smelling the flowers, but her head is turned almost in disgust. It's like, no. So protection is coming up, right? So there could be someone that's jealous of you. It could be, they could be singing your praise to your face, but the very opposite behind closed doors. So pay attention to who's there to support you and who's there to learn about you and gossip, you know, like, because you can kind of tell the difference when you reflect. If someone is there to support you, they aren't coming with this expectation. They don't need you to tell the story. They're coming up, you know, making the chicken noodle soup when you're feeling down, not saying, oh, what did he do? What did he do? Or whatever. And vice versa, right? So maybe do a little bit of reflection about who in your life might be sending you sideways arrows here. We have a nurturing heart, mother. I am a protective spirit and reach out to all life with love and compassion. Wow. So Archangel Michael, protection coming up, right? I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. So for real, Archangel Michael is showing up for you. You need to ask him for protection, ask him to cut the cords to whoever, whatever is happening. But there's definitely some intense stuff. It's very emotional. We have the water elemental here. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. So this is, you have a lot of purging to do. So that's why they're bringing up this healing, like this chalice with the stone in it. That's why they're bringing this up. Like, you got to cleanse yourself of this person, this situation, whatever is happening, because you can't carry it forward. As nurturing mother, you need to protect yourself. Like, ask Archangel Michael to surround you in a white protective light, surround your house, surround your car, surround your people. You know, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying that you'll feel so much better, because when people are sending you bad energy in whatever way, shape, or form, you feel it. You're like, oh, I don't have any energy. I'm so tired. Whatever. Or things don't go quite right. Or, you know, you always find, oh, you know, I ran over a nail. I got to fix my tire now. And, oh, man, I just got the other one done last week. And things like that tend to cascade out of situations like this when you get other people's negative energy attached to you. So, done with that shit. But, Pile 3, for real. Stay home. Focus on home. Focus on you. Put up those protections when you need them. If you need assistance because you're feeling a little overwhelmed by whatever's coming at you, reach out to a qualified healer that you feel can help you. You know, whether it's myself or someone else you know that does that kind of thing. There's people here that can help you on this earthly plane. You know, like, you're not alone in this, even if you feel like you are right now. For some people in Pile 3, there's some, big leaps in business, you know, and that could be people coming at you sideways, jealous of your success. So there's some big opportunities coming your way, and how you act and how you execute is going to make all the difference in how big and bad that opportunity can be for you. yeah, that's what I got. Pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you everyone who's joined me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you like pick-a-cards and spiritual related videos, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And I will be back again with even more pick-a-cards and stuff like that. So thank you. Bye.